Hi, this is Lorena Manzanita, creator of Stepping into the Mystery Grounded in Love, a self love skills virtual program for women who are facing big unknowns in their love lives. And I wanted to give you a little flavor of the content of this course by demonstrating what it's like to work with energy of anger and apply this self-love skill called delineation. And delineation is all about differentiating between what you have control over and what you don't have control over, and focusing your creative life force in that which you have agency over. So that's a kind of quickie definition of delineation, but it might make a little more sense if I demonstrate it. And in particular, I'm going to just demonstrate how it could help shift the energy of anger into a more useful, life-enhancing energy. So yeah, I'm gonna invoke a little anger, and it has a little something of blame in it. I've definitely been navigating that territory lately in my love life, and it's not a pleasant energy to deal with, but nonetheless, it's energy that comes up, is kind of accessible for me now, and I know a lot of people can easily go there, especially in our climate today, politically, and oh, so tempting to go into blame energy. And so, and yet getting stuck there kind of deprives us of reclaiming a certain amount of life force that could be utilized in far more productive and love-enhancing ways. So, enough blah blah blah. I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of what it looks like to shift the experience of anger, particularly blame-infused anger, and apply the skill of delineation to help liberate life force in a healthy and positive way. All right, so right now I am invoking an experience of anger and blame. And kind of like studying the impact of it on my body and in my emotions. And as I tune into that energy, I feel a constriction around my solar plexus. There's tension in my jaw. There's this clenching in my arms, and I want to do something like this. Like my eyes are kind of, and there's actually some nausea in my belly right now, and my butt cheeks are kind of clenching. They kind of mirror what's going on in my jaw. Yeah, so that is the experience of blame-infused anger as it shows up in my body. And I'm invoking this by thinking about somebody in my life and believing that they should be doing something different. And so there's a certain amount of energy leaking out of something I call my sphere of sovereignty, and it's causing this. The impact of that experience of believing somebody else should be doing something different, and my energy leaking out of these areas that I have control over, and yeah, it's creating this constricted, icky set of sensations and emotions that I'm experiencing right now. So, shake that off. And then let's try something different. So, rather than believing that the other person should be doing something other than what they're doing, I'm going to kind of almost like take that energy and pull it back. Like if it was a tendril or a cord of energy, I'm going to just use my intention uh, to bring that energy back into my space, into my sphere. And I'm going to invoke like an imaginary semi-permeable membrane encasing me. And then so what I'm doing is I'm kind of like calling the energy back that I was leaking out to other and trying to control other. And rather, I'm investing that energy into my personal space right now. And invoking this felt sense of a healthy boundary surrounding me. So, and as I do that, I notice this little wave of sadness, or like that energy that was trying to control other when it comes back to me, it confronts me with a certain level of loss. And so there's a little wave of sadness. But if I just allow for that and continue to invest my energy more in my own field, in this experience of me here now, in my personal bubble, in my what I'm calling my sphere of sovereignty, I notice my jaw relax. I feel this energy coming down from my tailbone into the earth. And I notice my heart open more. And I think about the situation and the person I was mentally trying to control, and I feel them at a distance, but and that distance feels important, but I also feel like this open heart energy right now. And I could relax more. And I feel this sense of potency and capacity to create a certain level of distance in my relationship with that person where I can feel more fully present and here. And now I'm feeling this energy down below my seat, and it's kind of filling out this space underneath me, and it feels good. Yeah, there's this kind of sense of possibility and play, and everything's relaxing, but there's a kind of certain buzz of aliveness in my system right now. Like I'm feeling tingling in my hands. Yeah. So that's what happens when you reclaim the energy that you gave somebody else. You're throwing out of your personal space onto another, and when you reclaim that energy and invest it in your personal sphere of sovereignty, there's a certain level of aliveness that happens, and a certain level of it kind of feels erotic, honestly, in this moment. But and it is certainly perking me up and giving me more of a sense of freedom to move and love and be and honor myself and my truth and create a certain level of distance that feels appropriate for my heart and my needs and this moment. All right, so that gives a little taster of some of the content available in my class, Stepping into the Mystery Grounded in Love, and I hope you check it out. I'd love for you to join. It starts February 27th. It's for women, and there will be a link down below to give you a little more information. Cheers.